Bwong. Holy crap.
Hello everybody, this is Isaac and Taryn.
Yes, I am here. I also have a name.
With two men and a mic playing Super Meat Boy. This is our third and final one for now. If you guys want to see us play more, let us know and we'll... Oh, okay, I don't know what that is. I should have watched that video. Alright.
Well, that's what you get.
Yep, that was my own fault, 100%. Won't deny it.
Based on previous conversations, I would say that might be Super Crap Boy.
Right? Anyway, hi!
Hello!
And yeah, so this is...
I'm Taryn.
Yes.
That's Isaac. This is Two Men and a Mic. I don't know why he's harping on this again.
Because I feel like giving more crap, that's why.
Hey, look, you have plenty of crap. You're walking on
you're
a crap
so funny.
man. I am. I'm incredibly funny. Said only me.
Alright.
I will take that.
But yeah, so this will be our third and final Super Meat Boy, which will actually be our third and final video for the week.
Well, for this introductory show you how it works week, there will be more videos this week.
There will be more videos this week.
Following the same.
We're I don't know. We have a plan, but it's not a solid plan, so I don't want to.
It's a plan.
Well, no, like of when we want to release this first week, like the day. But it's not 100% solid yet, so we're not going to mention it, and you can ignore me now.
Nice.
Oh, and I didn't start the timer.
Oh, so funny.
Thank you,
So yes, now that all of that weirdness is out of the way, I'm awake. I know it doesn't sound like it, and he's paying attention to what he's saying, even though it doesn't sound like it. But we're here. So, hello again.
Hello again.
This is the boss for the Salt Factory series of levels. He skipped the intro, so we're not entirely sure what it is. The level is called Brownie. So my first thought would have been Brownie, but, you know, considering the people who made this game in our previous conversation, I am inclined to think he's a crap golem of some kind.
Yeah. Again, for those of you who don't know, the creators of Super Meat Boy also made Binding of Isaac and that kind of humor stuff, so...
You're about to get jumped.
Oh, I just saved Crap Boy.
So, wait. The meat cube... Oh.
I bet you that messes with his head. Oh.
Anyway, so the meat cube kicks a dead meat fish. Kicks a meat fish to death and doesn't care. But this crap golem / brownie, all in on that.
Oh my gosh, that level was so much easier. For those of you who watched our first video, dude, I just had to wait for it to load. For those of you who watched our first video, you saw how it ended with us losing to that boss over and over and over again. Yeah, that went for another 2 or 3 minutes while I beat it so that we could move on to the next section. Anyway.
And again, this game's a lot harder than it looks. I'm not saying that to excuse him or even excuse me, but you know, when it looks like he's slipping on things, he is slipping on things. I didn't realize that was a thing. And you just got your crap handed to you by a suit in a jar. A jar in a suit.
A fetus in a jar suit.
Fine.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna, you know, call it something, call it what it actually is.
Yeah, the fetus can't actually kick you. It's the jar. He beat you to death with a jar.
Yeah, the jar suit.
The suit isn't on the jar. The jar is not part of the suit.
But it is. It's like saying a mech isn't a suit.
No, it's not. A mech.
Okay, is Iron Man's...
He's the effect of a mech wearing a giant suit.
Okay, is Iron Man's Iron Man suit a suit or a mech?
That's a suit. That would be an exoskeleton.
Boom. Jar suit.
What?
You heard me. I am comparing the fetus's jar thing to Iron Man's exoskeleton.
Okay.
So,
And?
it's a jar suit.
Yes, but I was talking about this jar is in a suit. Like a 3-piece tux.
A tuxedo. That's not a suit.
A tuxedo is a suit.
A tuxedo is not a suit.
A tuxedo is a suit.
Tuxedo is not a suit. A tuxedo is a tuxedo.
A tuxedo is a fancier suit.
As Taryn pulls out his phone and he's
I'm like, I'll look it up. I swear to you, a tuxedo is a suit. Here, for those at home, is a tuxedo a suit?
Put your opinions in the comments below.
Side note, before we get to this, when you type in "is a tux" into Google, the first thing that pops up is a suit. So we're not the only ones with this question.
It's true.
I don't want to buy a suit.
Dude, are you kidding me? I can't afford a suit right now.
A dinner jacket, British English, or tuxedo, American English, also colloquially known as a tux, is a dinner suit.
Are you serious? It's a dinner suit?
A dinner suit.
Excuse me while I put on my breakfast pants.
Hey, you know, if you ever read like old Victorian aged books like
Anne Frank?
No, not Anne Frank. The author, Anne something. I want to say Anne McCaffrey, but no, she did the Dragonitis and Burn stuff.
Oh, good book series.
Good book series.
Crap.
Anyway, your things like I can't even think of them now.
Wow. Your things like someone or other.
A lot of those classical novels of things like, I don't know, Pretty Woman and one with the two people that hate each other.
Oh, you mean every book series ever?
Yeah. I can't think of it right now.
Point is,
I'll come back to the books later.
Old Victorian style things.
Victorian style, be they shows, movies, books, whatever. It's a not uncommon thing to, like, when they wake up, someone will be like, "Get yourself presentable for breakfast," and like people dress up for breakfast. That was a thing.
I know it was a thing, and it's definitely a thing that some people think needs to come back. I don't like wearing clothes in the first place, much less having to dress up for every meal, so...
I see no reason to dress up. I'm the wake up in the morning, my hair is askew because it does strange things in the night, and, you know, walk around in pajama pants and a sweater if it's cold. You know, it's like, where's my bowl of cereal? No, I want something warm today.
I don't know about you guys, but Taryn saying my hair does weird things in the night just made me imagine like his hair coming off like a wig or something, and him just like walking around town doing weird things.
Like the hand off Adam's Family?
Yes!
It moves around on its own. He's asleep, I am free.
Yes.
Free to wander the streets.
And then, you know, it wanders back before he wakes up, and, you know, he never knows.
There's like a commercial or something where that happens.
I feel it wasn't his suit. I think it was
No. Not a suit.
I don't think it was hair. I don't think it was his hair. I think it was like his. Maybe it was his hair.
Yeah, there's a commercial where somebody does something. I don't know if he's asleep or knocked unconscious or what the deal is, but like the hair crawls off of him and goes and does crap.
Yeah.
Is that why you're thinking of that?
That's
maybe?
very possible. A very likely reason as to why I'm actually thinking of that. Anyway, so that's what I thought when you mentioned that. Oh man.
Wild tangents are wild.
Wild tangents are wild. That is very true. I had a thing I was going to mention as a topic if we lost track, and I have completely lost what
track.
It was. It was something about our channel. Did we want to tell them something?
Really? We're having this conversation now?
Apparently, well, that's just it. I don't remember what I was going to say.
I think there's a reason you forgot that topic.
Apparently so. Sorry, guys. I don't remember what it was, so even if I did...
He lost track, much like this track keeps losing him. No, that one's a stretch even for me. I enjoy puns. I don't like go out of my way to do puns, but I enjoy them.
Yeah, no, now you're trying to stretch the puns. Like,
I'm not trying to stretch the pun. I just, I inadvertently had one the last... We'll get into it. Don't worry about it. Why does he beat the crap out of the bandage lady?
because he hates Super Meat Boy.
Oh, this is just one of those. Oh, he's one of those gross people. All right.
He's one of those. Yes, he is one of those gross people who kidnapped the girlfriend to torture the boy.
You know, kidnapping is one thing. Beating is entirely another. It's
agree.
one thing to be like, ha, I have the thing you like. Now go through this array of death traps I've constructed because I feel it being overly complicated, so that you suffer and die, and she must watch you. That's one thing. But to be like, oh, and also I hate you, punch, 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 punch. Falcon punch!
2 Men and a Mic does not condone nor approve kidnapping nor abuse of anyone of any kind.
And for the record, that is completely true. I do find your super serious voice amusing, though. But it's true. We do not condone domestic violence, kidnapping, or other villainous activities. Even if you have the mental capacity to create like a mad science lab, use it for good.
Yes. Totally make one. Like, that'd be awesome.
But be responsible and use it for good.
Yes. Use your super villainous ways for the greater good.
Yeah, go like, what's his name?
Dr. Horrible? No, he was actually trying to be a villain. He just...
Yeah, no, and he sort of technically goes villain at the end. No, the guy from that movie I haven't seen that everyone's going to shoot me for not having seen. It's what spawned the Minions. He's a bald dude.
Yeah.
He adopts some kids for some reason.
Despicable Me.
Yeah, isn't that his
Gru? Yeah.
Gru. His name is Gru.
His name is Gru. Gru.
As in I've seen a Gru.
Wait, that's a creature.
It was a joke from like second edition. Might have been first edition.
Was there?
No, it wasn't from first edition. It was just using it. It was from an old text game.
Is there a picture of a Gru?
No, that was the deal. Is some of the stuff didn't get finished, and so for areas that weren't finished, when you walk in there, it just says you've been eaten by a Gru. So there's never a picture.
There's never a picture.
It was just yeah, there's nothing here, so you were eaten by a Gru.
Mike, if you can find one, put up a picture of a Gru, not that Gru, a Gru.
There is no picture of a Gru. That's sort of the point.
I know, but I want to see if somebody imagined a Gru and
I'm
like
sure
fan arted a Gru.
Dozens of people have imagined a Gru. I guarantee it.
I know, but I want to.
The whole point is it's a creature that lives in the dark that eats you.
Oh, much like your tripping ball.
No, more dangerous than that. But yes.
More dangerous than a tripping ball.
So,
Right.
Okay. For the people listening at home, Isaac and I play Dungeons and Dragons.
Also, I apologize for all of our Dungeons and Dragons comments before this that, like first edition, second edition that might have been.
Yes, when I was talking about editions, I was referencing editions of the Dungeons and Dragons role-playing game. But so I DM a game right now, and created a monster. There was some people I listened to, and they had a Halloween contest going a while back, and they wanted you. People submitted. It wasn't a Halloween contest. Anyway, it was a horror contest, and people submitted to them creepy monsters.
Wasn't it supposed to be like Cthulhian based?
Well, it was just a Cthulhian based game they were playing.
Oh, okay.
So, but people submit monsters, and the ones they liked the most they would use in that session. When they did it. Anyway, the game is those people are generally doing pretty humorous stuff, so I came up with a quasi-humorous one, and I called it the tripping ball. And it was that because it's this tiny little ball, about 5 inches in diameter, that had hallucinogenic properties in a slime that it left. So you trip out because of the ball. It was just it's a bad pun joke name, but that's what it was. So yeah, no. Whereas the Gru is, I think I've seen a picture of it before, but I've always imagined it as just this black creature that stalks around in the night and mauls you to death and then drags away with the corpse.
All right. So no, not like that. Gru is, I mean, maybe they could have been nerds and were playing that, and that's cool. But
is there ever you? So again, I haven't seen the movie. Is there ever you've been eaten by a Gru type reference in that show somewhere?
I didn't know the reference. I didn't know to look for it, so I don't know.
Okay. Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, if you've seen the movie, is there a reference there?
And also, how badly are you judging me right now for not having seen that movie?
Now I'm gonna let you know. I have seen the first one. I've I've not seen the second one. I'm looking forward to the third one because that looks hilarious.
It does. It makes me want to go see the first two because that obnoxious, terrible 80s dude is hilarious.
But just to add to the already existing internet hate on us, I do not like the Minions. I'm not a fan.
You know, actually, lots of people don't like the Minions. I've been discovering that more and more, especially people who aren't like 5. It seems like the older you are, the less likely you are to like the Minions, especially, 50 times later.
See, but the thing is, that's not true. There's a certain age where that starts becoming inverse. Because old ladies love the Minions.
What?
Yes. Minions have become like their Facebook mantra people. Like, it's...
Now, are you sure they love the Minions, not just, this is what the kids like?
It's possible. I don't know. All I know is I've seen so many old ladies who post the things like, Minions, and the Minions are saying something. It's like basically the old ladies have been like, hey, Minions are my spirit animal. Like,
oh no.
Yeah.
As a side note, to any old ladies out there watching, first of all, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for watching. I didn't even think of that. I guess it is very possible we could have some old ladies watching.
Yeah.
Hey.
We don't have issues with old ladies. We love our grandparents.
Yes.
They're lovely.
They're lovely people. We have stories about them later. But yes, awkward silence.
Like, no, really, we do. We're not just saying that, which I realize it sounded somewhat insincere. We're like, we love old ladies.
Long pause. No, I was actually a CNA. I've met some amazing older ladies. They are some of the best people I've ever met. They were very awesome to work with. But yeah, so anyway, not a fan of the Minions. I've seen the Minions movie 3 or 4 times now. Because
that sentence. I'm not a fan of the Minions. I've seen the Minions movie 3 or 4 times now, and...
but the reason is because I had a I helped watch a young child once for a couple times. I was babysitting him, and he loves that movie. That, yes, the word was escaping me.
I helped watch a young child a couple of times. You mean babysitting?
Yes,
that.
That thing.
But I can't judge you because I've been forgetting words all day, and especially in this video.
So yeah, I babysat quite. Oh, that's a wall. Okay.
So it is. How do you get? Can you walk through the tiny bars in the top?
I hope so. But so he loved that movie, and so I've seen the Minions movie a good 3 or 4 times now, and every single time it doesn't get better. Not to mention, I love the Beatles, and
oh no,
they parody one of my favorite Beatles songs, and it's just, it's terrible. Anyway, moving on from the Minions crew and the crew that ate you. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
You didn't have anywhere to go.
I don't have anywhere to go with it. Go ahead, take it away, Jared.
Talking about old people, actually, reminds me of I had the opportunity to meet an elderly gentleman some years ago. I was in
only one. You've only ever met one elderly gentleman.
I've met one elderly gentleman in my life. It was life-changing. I never knew men could be gray. I always thought at some point they just disappeared. But then I met this old guy, and I was like, what is this? He's like, I'm an old man. One day, if you're lucky, you could be like me. What does that mean? It means you live longer than 50 years.
My goodness, you took that a long way. All right.
Hey, you gave me the opening. I ran with it.
You ran with it. You ran with it. All right. So
one does not walk with an opening. One runs. One runs with an opening and dashes across the finish line.
To go into Mordor?
Indeed.
Just because you said one doesn't. Anyway.
One does not simply walk into Mordor. One must dash with an old man at your side, preferably one with a beard and a giant staff.
Anyway, you got the opportunity to meet this old man.
I got the opportunity to meet this old man. I was taking a communications class in college, and one of the things at some point we got the opportunity to go meet with a bunch of elderly people, and it was technically an assignment, and to my shame, I never actually got back in touch with the guy, even though I wanted to. But I got to sit there while this guy told me his life story, and he's like this 90-year-old dude. We're talking didn't have a lot of time left. Most of his friends and family were gone, and this sounds sad now. But he led the most amazing life. Like, it was the sort of... There was one bit in particular. He talks about having the way he met his wife. And...
Where are the tissues? I've never heard this story, but I love these stories.
Really? I could swear I've told you this story.
No.
Anyway, well, you hear it now. He told me about how he met his wife. And it was I remember saying out loud, I'm like, that's not a thing that really happens. That's like a movie. So the guy lived during World War II. He was in that. There was a bunch of other stuff. It's not, his life isn't my story, so I'm not comfortable sharing the whole thing. He didn't share anything that was like bad, but it's like, I don't know that I'm really allowed to talk about that.
I don't know. He's
Anyway.
dead now. This might be the only way to immortalize his
He
story.
probably is dead, and just my luck, his granddaughter would find me and be like, not cool, bro.
Right?
But because he did mention he had a granddaughter. I've seen sometimes. Anyway, so when he met his wife, he was working for a place that manufactured menus. And apparently, back in the day, you know, you might be familiar, especially with more mom and pop places, with daily specials, just special things they do day by day, those different stuff. Well, so back in the day, I guess that was a lot more common because he would deliver. People would send the place he worked for the menus, what they wanted on the menu for the next day, and then they would print them out, and he would deliver them in the morning. So he gets up at like 4 in the morning and runs around town delivering menus to places, and he would do lots of breakfast places, coffee shop, all that sorts of things, all those sorts of things. I can talk, I really can. And so he'd get free bagels, donuts, coffee along the way all the time. So he never had to worry about breakfast, never had to worry about coffee, any of that. So he spends several hours of his day in the morning doing this, and he gets off work at some reasonable time to wake up. I don't remember what the time was. I just remember it's like, and that's when he got off work. And then he would go to his little coffee shop, and he would buy these are his words. He's like, I would go to this little coffee shop, and I would buy the only cup of coffee I ever had to pay for all the years I was working there, just so I could chat up the cute girl behind the desk. And they would chat, and he would hang out and buy coffee, and this went on for some time until finally he asked her out. Eventually proposed to her, like, I'm not the woman I'm marrying. And I'm like, that's so sweet and cool.
That's super sweet.
And I remember thinking, I'm like, that's not a real person thing. That's like a movie thing.
That is a movie thing. That is 100% like, oh, you guys had a movie meeting. Like,
so yeah. Old people are cool.
Old people are cool.
And that guy was wondrous, and I got to tell him the story.
And I got a grade A. Are you seriously 17 seconds? Oh man, that was a nasty thing. Sorry to ruin the super sweet moment with my victory roar.
And it was a super sweet meeting. Yes! Victory! I mean, I'm sure that was what his mind was when she said yes.
Probably.
Yes!
Just one of those footballs. Goal! Or is that's soccer? Sorry, I don't do sports.
I do think goal is. I want to say soccer.
Aaron also does not do sports.
I don't do sports. I did discover the other day from some people at work who do sports that I know less about sports than I thought, because I made what I thought was a football reference. I'm like, yeah, they do this and this. I don't even remember what it was now, because they corrected.
You didn't remember what it was when you tried to tell me the next day.
Yeah, well, part of it was they corrected me, and now I'm not sure. But I made like just a sentence of, and then they did this and this and this and this and scored. I didn't say score. I think I said I had a touchdown in the end zone. I'm pretty sure those two things are not from the same sport.
No,
so.
I'm pretty sure touchdown, end zone. I'm pretty sure those are both football.
Touchdown is football. I was certain end zone was football, but I was told that end zone is not football. Unless I'm remembering the story wrong, which is possible because this happened several months ago. But, so and long story short, now that I've made it a long story, I just made a sportsy statement, and according to the two people that I was talking to, they both stopped and looked at me. He's like, you realize you just combined 3 different sports with that sentence? I'm like, what? No, you do this and this is this. I'm like, that's all football, right? He's like, no, this is this. I remember one was football, one was basketball, and one was something else. So yes, we don't sports.
We don't sports. Oh man, I don't sports.
Which is funny because we both have sports.
Yes,
I hate that I'm talking that way.
We
so
have sports. I played a lot of soccer when I was younger. I was in like 2 or 3 months of football until I hated it and stopped. And I'm a bigger guy. I'm 6'3", and broad-shouldered, and everyone knew that I run into who's kind of the generation right above mine.
Above being younger or
older?
Okay.
They're all like, "Oh man, you must have played football in high school and college, blah blah blah." I'm like, no. I don't sports. I just don't.
I don't sports.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you see here, if you like the videos, please like, comment, subscribe.
Don't just like, comment, subscribe. That sounds so impersonal. Please, if you'd like this video, do give it a like. It lets us know that we're doing well. If you want to see more from us, please feel free to subscribe. We'll have more content like this on a weekly basis.
And if you want to see more specific stuff, please let us know what you specifically want to see. You want to see a game? You want to see more lore? If you want us to change up the times that we're spending on different things, let us know what you want to see more of.
Yeah.
In the meantime, thank you so much for joining us. My name is Isaac.
I'm Taryn.
And this has been 2 Men and a Mic, signing off.
In the wake of the aftermath of the Great War, you can imagine the backlog on stately matters the Empire had before a peace treaty could be resolved with the Forsworn. A militia, led by Ulfric Stormcloak, sieged the gates of the capital.